Like, seriously though, I don't appreciate them. That was around the time in 2017, was around the time that Corey would sit there saying that he was an asshole and he wouldn't like me when he was angry and stuff like that. And it was when we moved down to Raleigh. That was before we moved down to Raleigh. That was us in New Jersey. And then when we moved down to Raleigh, something was saying, I want that, this, that, and the other thing with God, and it was the black guy or something, and that's why I was being sent out to go get a job, and this, that, and the other thing. He made me work for it because he wanted me to be his ex, Christina, or some shit, and a bunch of other stuff, and apparently that was Christina or something. It's like that. They mixed my life up with other people's and stuff, and it's like that kind of shit hurts. And what hurts even worse is that I had a family that cared and everything, and I had a family. Rose was mad at me a long time ago, and when I was 14, Rose was telling me I didn't belong in the psych ward, and like my mom, this, that, and the other thing, and it's like my mom brought me there when I was 14, because on Halloween night, she went to a party, and I took one of her Klonopin, and she brought me to a psych ward because I took one of her Klonopin, telling people that I was overdosing on it. And it's like, I stayed at home while she went to a party. I stayed at home and played video games. And then when I was 18, she was saying that I was supposed to go back. I was at the ward when I was 18. When I was 18, I was living with Corey. I wasn't at a ward. I wasn't there. My mom was in the psych ward when I was 18. My mom was in the psych ward, and then she beat the shit out of me at the Warren Santa Fe's. She beat the living shit out of me Halloween night at the Warren Santa Fe's. And then I had to wait because Corey was in Carlsbad doing work for the union, and Corey sent his friend up to go get me. And then I've lived with Corey ever since. Ever since that night my mom got out of the psych ward, she got readmitted into the psych ward, and the cops came to come get her up when she was beating the shit out of me because I went to run into a payphone after she was beating the shit out of me, and she took a whole entire bottle of pills, but she was beating the shit out of me, and I ran to a payphone, and she dragged me back to the apartment by my hair, and I was screaming for help at the Warren Santa Fe's, and that was October 31st of 2012. That was when I was Strawberry Shortcake. I've lived with Corey ever since. And then just since 2024, shit went. I didn't live with Corey after 2024, but in 2020, my mom, I don't know what the hell happened. Surrendering was one of the worst things that ever happened to me. And apparently he was against me the whole time without me realizing it or something. Or I guess Corey was against me without realizing it because my mom kept saying, we need to get her committed, we need to get her committed. What pills is she taking? And Corey and my mom were conspiring against me in 2022. And I don't understand, but he would always talk to my mom when in New Jersey, like the pictures you saw, he would always sit there saying he hated my mom. He didn't want me to talk to my mom, and he didn't talk to his mom. So I don't understand why he was even talking to my mom. He hated my mom. He kept saying, since the first time I ever saw her, I've hated her. And then he said, don't talk to your mom. I would recommend not talking to your mom. And I was stupid. Saying, of course you gotta talk to your mom. You're supposed to love your family. And I tried saying that you need to get close to your mom and your dad. And he's all like, I wouldn't get close to my mom or my dad. And he kept saying I wouldn't even go to my dad's funeral. And stuff like that. He hated his parents. It's like, I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. Because apparently they deemed me as one of the worst people on the planet. And it's like, but everything that's inside of them that was deeming me the worst person on the planet and putting that spirit inside of me. Oh, he was fucking the wrong girl. Oh, he was fucking the wrong girl. Yeah, it's like wonderful Corey, wonderful husband, wonderful fucking piece of shit from 2017, wonderful piece of fucking shit from those pictures. He was fucking the wrong girl. That was with Hannah. That was with Hannah. It's not yours. It's like, no, this is some bullshit. That was my life. back then. That was over 8 years ago. And that was before we moved to Raleigh. And then when we moved to Raleigh, everything was like fall in love and this, that, and the other thing. Maybe it was the first time I ever took LSD. Because that was in 2017. First time I ever took it. I got it from a guy named Paul Callahan in Pennsylvania, whose grandpa was a cop. But we used to smoke weed. And that was our weed dealer. Like, sorry, Paul, if that gets you in trouble, but it's like, it is what it is. And it's legal now, so I don't smoke pot anymore, but I don't know, maybe the life I had before was him fucking some other girl or something. And it's like, he's been fucking the wrong girl. He's been fucking the wrong girl. He realized you were her. He realized you were her. And it's like, well, at least he let her be me. And at least he loved her. And at least she was getting treated well while I was getting abused by all these people and stuff. It's all like, so everything's just been hell. And I never asked for it. And I never asked for Hellraiser. My mom sat there saying, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Hellraiser, Hellraiser, Hellraiser. She was pissed at me for some reason. She kept saying, bye, bye, bye. She was so mean to me. I have all of the messages to prove it. She was so mean to me. And I didn't think that Keith was on my mom's side, but apparently he was. Maybe he wasn't. But it's like, I didn't realize that. I don't want Hannah to be a part of my life. And if she used any part of my life, of course I want her dead. And my mom did too. And why does my mom control, or why is my mom so worried about me using my grandma's phone? I don't understand that. Why is my mom so worried about me using my grandma's phone? And why does everybody on my grandma's phone, why are they all out to get me? Why are they out to abuse me? Whoever's with my grandma, whoever's with my mom, and my Aunt Amy, everybody in my family, they're out to abuse me, and I don't understand why. And they're getting so mad at me for not following their timeline or not following them, not being the horrible, mean person that they were trying to portray me as his girlfriend that was mean to me.